Hi, I'm Tom Ladd for the Ozarks Previews. We're here today at the photo shoot for the 34th annual Ozarks Pigskin Preview. We're with cover selection Zach Coenen of the Cassville Wildcats. And Zach helped lead his team to second place in the state in Class 3 last year. First off, congratulations on this honor today. How about this?
I'm thankful for it.
What does this mean to you and Cassville being honored among some of the best in the Ozarks?
It was a goal of mine after last season whenever my teammate Drake and DJ were here, so I'm glad to be here.
What a year it was last year for you guys, huh? Talk a little bit about that season.
So we had a lot of guys that hadn't had a lot of experience before, and we really found ourselves late in the season and just flipped a switch, and we were able to keep on moving and really play our best football late in the season.
I hear there was kind of a key moment during the year, lost a team, Seneca, and you guys kind of from there just went on and never looked back.
Yeah, so it was an awakening for us because before we lost to Seneca, I hadn't lost in my high school career, so it was a little bit of an awakening. And then we lost to Lamar in a really close game, and that was whenever we flipped the switch and we started playing really well and just playing our best football.
It's key when you lose some game like that, but you can learn from it, and you guys obviously did that.
Yeah, you learn a lot more from the games you lose than the games you win.
Sure. Talk a little bit about the championship game, your thoughts on obviously a loss to Odessa, but being there was huge for this program.
Yeah, being there was great. It was nice to be back. It had been 10 years, I believe, and Odessa was a great football team. They played really well. They were disciplined, and they knew what they were doing. I couldn't say enough good things about them and their football team, but it was a tough loss, and that's the way it is.
You'd mentioned 10 years ago, there was a time when Cassville dominated this area in football. Were you kids, did you grow up, you kind of remember all that?
Oh, yeah, I remember that. And, of course, that's what we're thinking about. That's what we want to do again, and just be at the top of our game in Southwest Missouri.
Got back. That's the big thing. You obviously first team All-State linebacker, both for the coaches and the sports writers. All district. You made all region. You were the defensive player of the year in conference. Talk about your defensive side of the ball and what's your game there.
Yeah, I'm really thankful for my coach, Coach Parnell. He's made me a good player. I'm kind of a film junkie. I like to watch a lot of film. I like to read tendencies and stuff. That's kind of where I am as a player, like what I like to do, and I just like to go and make contact. Our football team, that's what we're big about, is being physical in defense, so we don't shy away from contact or anything, and we are smart players on defense, and we fly around to the ball.
Film work for a high school player is kind of unique. I mean, that's not something that happens all the time. How important was that? I mean, what did you pick up on a game-to-game basis?
I mean, it's amazing the stuff that you are able to see whenever you really get into your film and you can read a team's tendencies like on third down, and you know what they're going to do before they even call it, and it really just changes the game for you because you have an upper hand.
Absolutely. Look at the numbers, 73 solo tackles, 43 assists. You had an interception, fumble recovery, so a little bit of everything for you defensively this year.
Yep, I try to be a versatile player. I want to get those numbers up again this year and just see what happens.
And then I looked, the state championship game, you also carried the football 11 times for 35 yards, so you're playing both sides of the ball.
Yeah, I actually played my sophomore year at running back before I played defense this year, and so I'm obviously going to play both ways again, and I'm looking forward to that.
What's college looking like for you? Something you want to do?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I've visited a couple schools in MIAA, and I've got some interest, and so that's probably what I'll end up doing.
It's great football at that level. I mean, it's top-notch. I mean, some of the top teams in the country right there in the MIAA.
Yeah, it sure is. They call themselves the SEC of Division II, so.
What's the off season been like? What kind of things are you working on, and how's it been with the pandemic and all the issues?
It sure was different, but I think that we took advantage from it. I put on 20 pounds since the winter, and I know a lot of our guys have gotten a lot bigger, and we're able to get back in the weight room like normal, and we're starting practice again, and everything's looking good. Everyone's getting bigger and stronger and faster.
Strength was important to you, is something you wanted to increase coming into your final season?
Yeah, I wanted to get a lot bigger and obviously get faster too, so I put on some weight and got my maxes up a little bit and put in some work.
You look at the schedule, there's some teams on there that you're looking forward to playing this year.
Oh yeah, of course. Monette is always a good game. You know, this Barry County brawl. We've got Lamar. That's always a dogfight every time we play them. And you know who else? There could be a lot more matches. Seneca is always a good game between us and Seneca. So I'm looking forward to a lot of our matchups.
With what you've got coming back, can you make another run deep into the state playoffs?
The expectation is a state championship. So that's what we expect, and anything less is going to be disappointing.
Wouldn't mind playing Odessa again if that were to come about?
I would love to play Odessa again. That would be great.
You'd have a little more of a impact on that game, I bet, this year, wouldn't you?
Yeah, we would definitely have a feel for what they like to do and stuff. And you know, I've talked to a few of their players. I like them a lot, and I'd like to see them there again. Yeah.
A couple of your teammates honored today as well with the magazine. Talk about them and what they've meant to you and the team.
Man, I love my teammates. They push me to do better every day, and I'm really proud of them. And Jaden and Drake were here, their first team All-State, and they worked their tail off. So I'm really proud of them.
Great program. And then finally, a little bit more about your coach and what he's meant to you.
Coach Parnell, I couldn't say enough good things about him. Him and Coach Weldy, they made me the player I am. You know, I'm very thankful for what they've done for me, and you know, just the man they made me as well. So.
Zach, again, congratulations on a great season last year. Congratulations on this honor, and we wish you the best of luck this season.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You bet. Zach Coenen, he is with the Cassville Wildcats. They placed second in the state in Class 3 last year. We appreciate him being here today. We're at the photo shoot for the 34th Annual Ozarks Preview. I'm Tom Ladd.